to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Look at the Mavericks. They're free-falling right now, piling up loss after loss. We'll see if they can bounce back.
Yeah, and they're going through right now one of those situations that's just difficult to deal with. Doubt begins to really creep in when the losses continue to mount, and then you can have splintering, which doesn't help the situation.
Here's Flag. That three off the mark. Outside Jackson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
And it's George finishing it off.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
So it's the Jazz now. The Mavericks making the shot. Here's Markkanen. And it doesn't even draw iron. And now here comes Marshall, leading the break. Pass to Gafford. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Nembhard. And he makes that one.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now Nurkic. Kicks it out to Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Over Marshall. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's Dallas. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you can just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
And I like that. Markkanen needs to play like a 7-footer because he's got the talent, but he also has a pretty strong frame when he wants to use it.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
The Mavericks trail. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans. All-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down-shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Here's Nembhard. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And the basket by Bailey.
A little contact like that isn't going to do much to alter Bailey.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. Pass to Jackson. Bailey with a wide open look. And Utah again with the bucket.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And now here's Nurkic. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. 4-point game. Outside for Jackson. Over Flag. And he overshot that one, missing.
Trying to do a little too much with that fadeaway. There wasn't anyone near him.
Utah with the rebound.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Outside, George. Pass to Nurkic. Over Bagley. Nurkic can't hit. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Jazz lead by 4. From the Delta Center, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
Jazz leading by 4. And what you love about Cooper Flag, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. Pass to Nurkic. Markkanen looking it over. Bagley with the rebound. Mavericks trailed by 6. Middleton left side. Dallas moving it around. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Quality denial there by Jackson. His anticipation right at the rim, impressive.
And it's Bailey in the corner. And stolen by Flag. Outside, Bagley. And it's Flag missing.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And the Mavericks call time here. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question. It's become something that's a priority for teams now. And I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
That's terrific. On the wing, Markkanen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Here's Christie. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team. And Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Pass to Markkanen. Driving inside. And the shot goes in. Markkanen's got the lead up to 8 now for the Jazz.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
Yep, that one goes in there. Marshall's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Nurkic can't hit. Mavericks trailed by 6. .125 left now here in the second.
A terrific defender, and Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
Here's Markkanen off the left rim and out.
Well, it's tough to defend those fall-away jumpers. That's about as good a job as you can do.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting for Dallas.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Jazz.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well, and that combo gets him to the line a bunch.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Back to Nembhard. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Latrey. The shot's good. Marshall making the play. Nembhard's got 9 points.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Hintz got that one from Nurkic.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 7.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Jazz leading by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Pass to Christie. The rebound by the Jazz.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Now, Filipowski. Back to Love. Utah moving it around. Shoots over Gafford. Love, no good. Mavericks trailed by 4. Pass to Gafford. 11 feet away. The rebound by Collier.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And Tim, you think about rim-running centers. Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
Here's Filipowski. Right wing. Inside. Here's Love. Makes it off the glass. Love's got his first points of the game.
And that touch around the rim is just great from Love.
Dallas calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
On the wing, Thompson. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
And here's Love for 3. And it's flagged with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here he goes. It's tipped to the right side. From deep. Mikhailuk can't get it to go.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
Williams.
Brandon Williams.
Lays it up and banks it in.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Basket counts. Love's got his second basket of the game. Pass to Bagley. In the corner, it's flagged. Back to Bagley. Here is Williams. Thompson with it. No scoring in this one. Bagley, no good.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Klay Thompson last season climbing into the top 5 all-time for three-pointers made and continues to knock them down for Dallas. He said, my game fits this team so well as far as stretching the floor, playing hard defense, and being a two-way guy. He's looking to add a new chapter to his legacy. Kevin, back to you.
A future Hall of Famer, no doubt. Okay, thank you, Allie.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
And with that length and great burst to throw it down, defenders have to be cautious of Thompson attacking the rim.
Here's Love. Back to Filipowski. Pass to Mikhailuk. Collier. That's good. And the Jazz lead by 4.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
Now here's Thompson. .32 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Washington missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
On the wing, Thompson. Back to Williams. Rebounded by the Jazz. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. Pass to Mikhailuk. Count it. Good. And now an 8-point Jazz lead.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
And so it's the Utah Jazz.
30. Dallas. 30.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And the Mavericks call time here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Trying to find a way to get some easy buckets. You don't want to just think you can shoot your way out of this.
Go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. Coach challenging the team to play faster. He emphasized the main focus is that first pass off a turnover or a rebound. Make it quicker to get the ball out and into transition. Let's see if those words actually work.
Thank you once again, Allie. They recover it. Here's Marshall. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
George with the steal. Fires the 3. Rebound by Marshall. Mavericks trailed by 7. Bagley inside the line. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
And at 6'11", Bagley is a huge target. When he runs the floor, it just makes everything easier.
There's Jackson with the three. Another miss by Utah.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Right side, Williams. Pass to Marshall. Right at the free throw line. And it's Dallas with another.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
And you love how Jackson Jr. has responded to setbacks and injury in his career. He doesn't get discouraged, just makes him work harder.
Yeah, he missed one, but overall improved their situation. They'll take it.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Clearly a foul.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Jazz.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Well, you have to force a scorer away from his favorite place on the floor. In this case, you have to push him out or deny him the ball.
Pass to Christie. And they get it back. Here's Cisse.
Nurkic with great size at just about 7 feet. Stepping up, Bagley lives to compete. He wants the ball when the game is on the line.
Nurkic can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Dallas calls timeout.
Let's hear it, fans. Substitution Mavericks.
The Mavericks trail. Williams inside the line. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Jackson has the open look. No good from outside. Pass to Christie. Down low. Now flagged. He's guarded by Markkanen. Here's Jackson. That one good for two. And the Jazz lead by 4.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
There's Williams, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Here's Jackson. Out to the right wing. 4 on the shot clock. Bailey misses. Got a piece of it. Williams with the ball. Bailey picks him up. Outside Williams. To the wing on the left. Here's Cisse. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And it's the Jazz's ball. The lead is 2. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Dallas foul. Musa Cisse. First personal foul. Third team foul.
12 seconds left in the game. Pass to George. On the wing, Jackson.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
second personal foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
At the line for Utah.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. To tie it up. There's the triple.
No.
A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
So that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. They could win it. The tagger. He drills the game winner.
All zeros on the clock as he drains the game winner.
At the buzzer, what an incredible finish.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment.